Alright, time to battle some more. Let's get some action. Alright, that's an easy redraw. 5 powers, Ranger, Sabotage. Not much going on. Alright, that's a pretty solid hand. Redraw paid off and didn't screw us over. It's always good. Because keep in mind, redraw always has the potential to just get you stuck with a bad hand that you have to play with. Okay, so I think I just want to attack here. And if he really feels like blocking, then we just Vara's favor. And yeah, there's a real chance of him just not blocking for like various reasons, like for example not wanting to trade with Stranger in Vara's favor. And then we can just drop our Midnight Gale. And can just drop Argenport and one of these two next turn. Not sure why he called a good game. Maybe he is power screwed. Seems like he is. That's good for us. Not sure if he redrew. If he didn't, maybe he should have. An attack like this. If he blocks, we Vara's favor. If he doesn't, we Annihilate. That's sort of the idea. Yeah, I figured that because like kind of has to block now. A lot of triggers going on. Oh, damn. I hate that. I thought it was prompting me to like continue again. And yeah, wow. Well, I guess now we Annihilate one. That was embarrassing. Happens to me occasionally that I just think I have to okay something, continue something, and instead I'll just end my turn. I think I mentioned that a couple times in videos. It happens less these days, but it still happens sometimes. Also, it was weird, like that one trigger happened and prompted me to continue, then I continued, expected to have to prompt again for the next trigger, but it basically only let mine happen and prompted me for the opponent once, and yeah, then I ended my turn. Sort of frustrating. But I mean, opponent is screwed, so it's whatever, we're gonna win the game. Regardless. And yeah, keeping 2 power opening hands in these mid-range decks doesn't go so well usually, which is why I aggressively redraw most hands that have 2 actual power only in these mid-range type hands. Mid-range type decks. The decks are just too power hungry to operate with 2 power plus whatever comes off the top, because whatever comes off the top is on average not enough to hit the high ends of the curve of these decks. Especially since this deck probably also does not run that much power, I assume. Okay, so basically we Annihilate this and shove. And then draw 1 card and get the opponent to 1. That seems like a pretty good deal. Seems like he thought so too. Alright, top 10 again, nice. Now I'm not sure if I should call this video top 10 masters or top 15 masters Feln Midrange. I guess by the time you hear this you'll already have found out what I went with, but I'll think about it until I upload it. Probably top 10 masters, because it is true, and it seems more appealing if it comes up in the recommendations on the side than top 15 masters. Makes it look stronger and more interesting to some people, probably. And I mean, it's not clickbait when we make it to top 10 masters with the deck in the video. Since I don't like to do stupid clickbait stuff and yeah, basically deceive my viewers. But I definitely don't mind doing whatever is possible in like deck titles and stuff to draw some extra attention and make the video as appealing as possible to someone that just sees it in their recommendation sidebar, for example. Everything to get the channel grow, right? As long as it's legit. Alright, Vara's favor to the face, because we need our power drop next turn. And then we pass. So this time it's actual Feln Scar control, after the last one was Icaria Blue. Curious how we're gonna do against that. Have not played against a deck like that yet, because they're not particularly common right now. Herald Song, interesting. Card looks really pretty as a foil though. Oh, it's some reanimator type deck. Interesting. Let's see how that goes for him. Foprex, not the best reanimation target in my opinion, but who am I to judge? I think we kind of sort of have to Sabotage here, even though I would really like to Impending Doom. But I mean, he can Grasp at Shadows next turn, so that's not so nice. And really have no idea what he's like capable of doing. And bows are kind of annoying now. Yeah, I think I'll Sabotage. Safer. Okay, so no Grasping at Shadows, so we just take his Quarry so he doesn't get there. And get our power drop for next turn to turn on our champion and drop our champion. I mean, we could have, like, risk it for one more turn maybe, because Grasp cost, I think, 2 Shadow and he only has 1, which makes it likely that he has to top deck power to hit 5 and Shadow. And that's not that likely, especially in this 3 faction deck where a lot of his power is depleted. So we could have gambled and dropped Doom and delayed Sabotage 1 turn, but his Void seemed kinda scary, so I didn't feel like risking it. Not sure though, might have been better. Since... Yeah, I think this is a bit better because it lines up better with the Venom Spine Hydra, because we can fly over it. And still trades with Voprex, which we probably would sack this to anyway. So yeah, against Voprex I'd rather stack my Impending Doom than my Champion of Cunning. It's doing a lot of cycling. The problem with this type of deck is, like, Steward of the Past is a pain. One that you can't really do that much about. Did he hit Vara? Alright. I think first course of action will be to attack. And I almost think the next course of action will be Champion of Cunning to end this game as quick as possible. Let's hope he doesn't have a reanimation spell next turn. I guess the other problem of that archetype is it only has 4 reanimation spells, which is not a whole lot to work with. You sort of kind of almost have to implement like a Haunting Scream package as well, so you at least have like Haunting Scream on like smaller targets or something to get some sort of redundancy. And yeah, he's kind of exactly that. That's cool. Unless he has a removal. because that's 15 and that's the 16th damage. I'm so bad is I'm so dead now. Alright. Alright. Gonna redraw. Has repower, but a weird distribution. I mean, we could have considered keeping it, but maybe I should have looked at it a little closer before redrawing it. Maybe it was a decent keep. Was a bit rushy. Alright, that's unfortunately a little late for our Midnight Gale, but at least we get to drop it next turn. Another Icaria blue. Interesting. Ah, we're getting closer to our Champion of Cunning activation, that's nice. So turn 6 we can play a Champion of Cunning with Aegis. That's pretty relevant actually. In this particular matchup. Okay, Permafrost. Not much we can do about. But at least we draw another threat. Alright. Get in there. He's torturing it. Think I rather want to drop Doom for now, because he probably got like a Rune Hammer. But we'll see. But yeah, this game is not looking so well. Our draw is a bit unimpressive. Okay, pop his Aegis for future Sabotage. And set up our champion. And if we top deck, if we draw like some shadow source, we get both turned on if it survives. It probably won't survive, but we will know soon enough. I mean, maybe he looked for an Icaria with his rise. And there's the shadow source. And it very much looks like he searched for an Icaria. Now I wish we still had the Vara Sphere, but we don't, so we have to find something else to pop the Aegis on this one. That's not it. Let's see if he's willing to trade. He is not. That is probably bad for us, but I mean, we just gotta try our best. I mean, in the end, we will still be at worst 4-2, which is a pretty solid performance over 6 games in a video. I mean, the reason why a Vara's favorite is because both it gained actual value by removing an Aegis and setting up future Sabotage, and also because it made it so that if we draw Shadow, at least we gain value out of drawing a power when we don't really want to draw more power by turning on the second half of our champion. So I felt like it is worth it, but given what I know, there was a reasonable chance that he has an Icaria, so it probably was a bit too greedy and it would have had more value to hold back to go along with the Deathstrike. So yeah, that was probably just kind of wrong. Sorry about the Facebook sound in the background. Forgot to turn that off for recording. Just put my phone away. Don't always remember putting it away or on silent or something. That's not that impressive unless he has another way to deal with the champion. Which he might have. Yep, he does. So yeah, now we are probably done. Like, scouting party would keep us in the game, I guess. Another champion would also do okay. That's not too impressive, but at least he's out of cards, so if he takes a while to find the card that he buffed with Icaria, or it's one that we can handle with our removal, like a Throne Warden, then we are in okay shape. This time I'm gonna hold on to the Vara's favor. Not gonna make that mistake again, especially now we don't even get anything from it. Plus, Instigator can potentially pop his Aegis. Would be kind of hilarious if we win that game. Goes once further towards proving like how bad of a deck Icaria Blue is. I mean, he gets so much like advantage and like manage to like get multiple Icaria swings in and everything, and we are flooded. And he's still like not winning. I mean, he is like slightly more flooded than we are, so I guess that's fair. He has like 1 power more than we do with the favor in our hand. Alright, gonna like lock this down. Attack. And I think I'm gonna drop this. It's worse against harsh roll, but better against spot removal off the top or weapon or something. And it's okay against that, I guess. Unless he has a second, I was about to say. And he has the second. But it's still okay. I mean, it still trades 2 for 2, so it's not a bad trade. Would just be nicer if he had to double Lightning Storm or Instigator to not die, and then we just drop the Stranger and he has to have an answer for that as well. And yeah, getting the Icaria triggers on Enforcer rather than a weapon was a big deal for us. Like, if he would have gotten a double Icaria buffed weapon there, the game would have ended. But a mono-faction unit is like whatever to us, basically. But yeah, the Runehammer is a pretty good draw there. Yep. It's not quite game yet, because we can hit this to drain. Because if we hit his face, we don't get a drain. So now we go to 1 and have a shot at top decking a unit. The subtle plays to get that 1 extra draw step that might make the difference, but in this case it probably won't, because he drew so many cards now that it's gonna be tough. But maybe, I mean, there's still a lot he could have drawn that doesn't do anything. But yeah, that's not it. He got us. Alright, that was a pretty close one. And the Aegis kind of won him the game because we couldn't Vara's favor his Runehammer, unfortunately. Alright, that's it for Feln Midrange today. As I said in the beginning, expect more frequent videos again now with my temporary fix until my new headset will hopefully finally arrive. And as usual, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this or learned something from it, please don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on social media for future updates. And see you next time. Bye!